Hello, this is your principal, Valerie Newton, with this week's edition of Hear Me Roar. Let's start with a clarification on proficiency data. Last episode's data sparked communication, the most common question being, is it accurate or even reasonable to compare the 15-16 FSA proficiency data with the 16-17 exam scores? The answer is yes and no. Yes, because exams are based on the standards being taught, which should align with the FSA. However, the answer can also be no because of the scaling of exam scores that actually skew the proficiency data. Let's compare last year's exam scores to this year. You will notice that in language arts across the board, there was a decrease in overall exam averages for each grade level. In math, there was a decrease in 6th and 8th grade, but there was an increase in 7th grade. The only positive gains shown, again, were in 7th grade math and pre-algebra. It must be noted that for the 16-17 school year, students slated for the regular track in language arts were moved to advanced. Also, students that were slated for algebra were placed in Algebra 1 honors. We noticed that in those scenarios, exam averages dropped. We will consider this when deciding what tracks to offer next year. Here's a KPI update for our semester 1 course performance now that that data is in. For 6th grade, our actual percentage is 90%. Our target was 90, we met it. For 8th grade, the percentage of students passing language arts and math is 89%. Our target was 93%. We missed the mark there. In 8th grade, our actual average was 94%. Our target was 93. We met it in 8th grade. Behavior. We are continuing with random lockouts. A reminder to teachers, if there is no lockout, allow students to enter your classroom and record the tardy in EdConnect. Do not send students to get passes. Reminder, there are no passes the first and last 10 minutes of class, period. And teachers, please be at your doors during passing times. Your presence is crucial in deterring inappropriate behavior. And lastly, the bathrooms are being locked the last 10 minutes of each school day to prepare for dismissal. Greco teachers roar with pride. Hats off to Ms. Carr and her team for today's field day. The hard work that went into planning such a huge event is greatly appreciated. What's coming up? Tuesday, February 14th is not only Valentine's Day, we have a soccer game that day at King High School against Liberty Middle School. Wednesday, February 15th, we have a rolling in-service covering Domain 3. We will be taking a deep dive into Domain 3. As a reminder, rolling in-services are not optional. If a teacher cannot attend during your conference period on Wednesday, you will need to make it up. Thursday, 2/16 is conference night at 5 p.m. Mr. Davies' class will be presenting a Black History program in the Media Center during this time. Again, review Greco Internal for a complete listing of upcoming activities and events. That's all for this episode. Have a great week, and don't forget to roar.